Hi, kindergarten through second grade. We're going to do some spring flowers and create a background. Zoe wants to say hi.
Hi, guys.
All you need is a paper, pencil, eraser, and something to color with. All right, here we go. I'm going to point the camera to the paper.
Thank you.
Okay. First, what we're going to do is do 3 almond shapes. 1 on the left, 1 in the middle. Watch me before you begin. And 1 on the right. So you need to be watching. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3.
Which are the mine?
That's Zoe's. Okay. Now, on the back, when something is farther away, it looks smaller. It doesn't mean it is. So we're going to, for an illusion, for an art illusion, which you have to do this for real art, you have to make the 3 petals we're going to do in the back smaller. So we're going to do 3 more almonds, but they're going to be smaller because they're farther away.
Where?
In between each of these. Basically, if you were to have someone take a picture of you close up and then take another picture of you farther away, you're going to look smaller in the picture, but your size doesn't change, just like these flowers, all right? All right, that's Zoe's. Okay, so now on each flower, you're going to do another part of an almond on each of these petals. So I'm going to do the big ones first. Okay, that's my 3 bigger ones. Now I'm going to do my 3 smaller ones in the back.
Show them mine while I'm drawing it.
Okay. There you go. There's Zoe's. She's still working.
I like to be perfect.
All right. Now, in between each of these flowers, you're going to do your center petal. Okay, center petal inside each flower. The big ones should be bigger. The small ones should be smaller.
Pointy.
Right now they kind of look like lily pads, so they're going to change a little bit more.
If we put strings on it, it would look like a lily pad.
Not yet. Okay. Now, in between each of these petals, we're going to do a small petal. So you're going to add 2 more petals on each flower.
2 more? Where?
You see, watch me, Zoe.
Oh.
In between. So now you're going to have a total of 5 petals on each flower. Paper keeps moving. Maybe I should tape the paper next time.
Tape it? Why?
Because it keeps moving. And I can't hold the camera and the pencil. All right. So now we have our 5 pretty flowers. 6 pretty flowers. We're going to add stems. And the stem doesn't end with just one straight line.
Show them mine.
Very nice. It doesn't end with one straight line. You have to do a parallel line.
Parallel.
Yes. Good job, Zoe.
Straight, but 2 of them.
Start with the front ones, and I'm going to talk about the back ones in a second.
I know what we're going to do.
Oh, you do?
I think. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Well, we have a problem. Well, at least I do. Not all of you might have this. Some of you might have done it perfectly in the middle. But I didn't, obviously. So I'm going to show you how to work around this problem. You don't want the stem to go over. We want it to go behind. We want the front flowers to be more of the focal point.
I made a mistake.
Stop and listen so you don't make a mistake. So we're going to go behind the flower.
Oh.
Okay? So if you have to do that, just do it behind. Don't go over the flower petals in the front. So what you could do is do an invisible line going through, kind of like this, without pressing your pencil, okay? And then you just go straight down. Okay. So now we have 6 flowers, 6 stems. Let's add some leaves to each flower. Any way you know how, go for it. All right, so this does not look like a finished picture in my opinion. It needs more. It needs a background. Where are these flowers? In my opinion, I'm going to put in my picture, not my opinion, my picture, I'm going to put them kind of in a valley right before mountains. You can decide wherever you want to put yours. So you don't have to copy me. So come up with your own background. I'm going to do, whoa, that's a very crooked horizon line. I'm going to do a horizon line. That's where the sky meets the floor or where something meets the floor. In this case, it's going to be where the mountains meet the floor. And then I basically will have two horizon lines. I have the sky to the mountain and mountain to floor.
I made a mistake.
It's okay. It still looks really pretty, Zoe.
That's okay.
Well, actually, I could use your mistake to explain to the kids. Try to make your horizon line for this picture above the flowers. It'll make your life easier. She's doing it, which is fine. Show them. Below the flowers. So that's going to be hard. What to draw over, what not to draw over. I don't recommend doing this. It's fine if you do it. It's just going to be harder. If you want it to be easier, I don't recommend this. This is easier if you do it above. Okay? So I'm going to pause this and color it, and then I'll meet back with you in a second. All right. Kindergarten through second grade. I finished coloring. Hold on.
Drawing each other competition. Good job.
Ooh.
I finished coloring my picture.
Mama, what are you trying to...
Notice how I added some tones in this. You don't need to do that, but it's something that I want to talk about with you. I went from kind of darker to lighter sky and lighter to darker grass, and same thing with the mountains, lighter to darker. And this just creates a more three-dimensional look, like it's farther away, like those mountains are far. And I gave the flowers some tones since our sun would be up here if we had a sun in the picture. So towards the top of the flower petals, I made it lighter, and towards the bottom, I made them darker. These are just some things to think about. I just want you to think about it because you're going to start doing more tones in third grade. This is good for the second graders to pay attention to. And for the rest of you, it's not bad to know about. You don't need to color it this way. You can just do solid colors. But I wanted you to understand it a little bit and show what the difference would be. All right? Here's Zoe still working. That's her picture.
I'm going to do wind.
Okay, you're going to do wind. Very nice. Hope to see you guys soon. Enjoy. Have fun.